Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks so much for joining me today. Today I am participating in the same set syndrome hop, which is a hop I've been participating in since the summer, and it is coming into its final months. And this month we changed it up a little bit, and so we will all be creating shaped cards using one of our past sponsors. So the sponsor that I chose to use is Joy Claire, and I'm using the stamp set from them called Party Animals. And I will be having a giveaway on my channel. Some channels will have giveaways, some won't, but my channel, I am doing a giveaway of at least $50 in products. So if you're interested in entering that giveaway, please go ahead and click on the link below. And it is open US only because I will be shipping the items, and so to reduce costs, I can only have it open to US. So I'm sorry about that. But for my card today, I thought I'd do something a little bit differently. And take a die that wouldn't probably normally be used for a shaped card and use it. And so I chose this Kaiser Craft die. It is no longer available, but I think it's called a bubble die or something like that. And I used a folded card base and placed the die on top of that. In my cutting plates, I left it hang off the edge so that it wouldn't cut the crease of my card, so that I would still be able to open it. But the interesting thing is, because the die was not strong enough to go through both papers, it just left the back part of the card base with an embossed look, which I think it looks totally cool, something a little bit different. And so what I ended up doing was some of those pieces on the edge came off, and so I just went ahead and took my scissors and helped the rest of those pop out. And then to get rid of a little bit more of that edge, I just took a ruler and a craft knife and cut out the remaining circles so that it just has more of a solid kind of fold right there. And so this is going to be my take on the shaped card. And I'm going to go ahead and use this stamp set from Joy Claire Designs. It's called Party Animals, and I'm going to color up this crocodile. So I wanted to use colors on my card base that would kind of mimic a crocodile environment, I guess. And so I am taking my blending brush, and I'm using some Catherine Puller inks in Lime Ricky, which is one of my favorite colors. I think I use it all the time, and green tea. And they came out really pretty. I really like that I have the color on top, and then the color on bottom is almost like a stencil effect, but it's embossed as well. So I think it looks pretty cool. And so I went ahead and I blended the Lime Ricky on kind of the bottom portion, and then the green tea on the top portion. And then I'm taking a piece of bristle smooth cardstock, just a strip, and I have a grass die that I'm going to use for the crocodile to sit on, and so I'm just using my blending brushes to kind of color up that strip, and then I'll go ahead and cut the die out. And then I'm going to do a little bit of splatter. So that leftover ink, I just watered it down and took a paintbrush and just tapped the paintbrush to get some splatter. And then I also splattered the card base. And then I'm going to go ahead and color up my crocodile. And I'm using the Copic Chow alcohol markers in YG67, YG17, and G82. And I've just tried to go dark, medium, light for the crocodile. And then once I get to the balloon, I am using colors R27 and R29. And then once the coloring is done, it's just a matter of assembling all of the pieces on the card. And I wanted to trim up that edge of the card, and so I took a piece of pattern paper. I didn't want to add another color in, so I just stuck with the red to kind of go with the red in the balloon. And I didn't want to use a green because there's already so much green on that. And so I just adhered that to the side. And now I'm going to adhere that grass piece. And I'm putting glue just on the die cut portion because it is not a solid piece of cardstock. I did not want that glue going into the inside of the card, and so I'm going to go ahead and put my stamping block on there to adhere that. And then I put 2 small pieces of foam where you wouldn't be able to see them through the inside. And then I also put a piece of foam on the bottom part of the crocodile, and that's where he's going to be attached on the grass. And so there's 3 different foam spots, and you can see the back side of all of these elements on the inside of the card, but I just did not want the foam or any of the glue or anything like that to come through to that other side. And then I took the sentiment from the stamp set that says "Go Wild, It's Your Birthday," and I used a banner die, a stitched banner die for that. And then I will go ahead and adhere that to that top portion of the card as well. And I will do the same thing with the glue, where I'm just putting the glue in the spots that the sentiment strip's going to sit on. And I actually almost forgot to, I did actually forget to open that up before I put that down, so a little glue got inside. And I'm actually really like how this card turned out. It does not stay completely closed like you would have with a regular card, just because there's not enough weight on that top panel, but it will stand up if you set it down, and so I think it works. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to visit everybody else on the hop. Also, don't forget to check out the description below for information on the giveaway. As always, I thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this video or found it informative, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you next time.